Cinderella. Cinderella, written by Eddie Evans, illustrated by Faye Hagen. Focus question: how does Cinderella find happiness? Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a fair young maiden. She had golden hair, fair skin, and the grace of a swan. Every morning in the spring, a white bird would land at her window. There it would sing a sweet song to gently wake her. Spring turned to summer, which in turn brought falling leaves and the chill of autumn air. As winter drew near, the young maiden's mother grew ill with fever. With each passing day, she became weaker until one frosty morning, she took her final breath. Soon after, the girl's father remarried. His new wife had 2 daughters, who were fair of face, but dark of heart. Yet the father was often away and didn't notice their cruelty. When the girl met her new stepsisters, her sister said, "You cannot sit at the table with us, stupid goose. If you want to eat bread, you will have to earn it." With that, they took away with their lovely clothes. Instead, they made her wear an old gray dress and wooden shoes and banished her to the kitchen. From that day on, life was hard. The girl woke before dawn to bring water, make the fire, cook, clean, and wash. Her stepsisters did everything they could to make her miserable. By evening, she was tired and curled up to sleep in the ashes by the hearth. Her stepsisters called her Cinderella because she was always so dusty. One day, her father was going to the fair. He asked his daughters what would they like him to buy. "A beautiful gown," said the eldest stepsister. "A lovely ring," added the other. "Please, I want nothing more than the first twig that brushes you on your way home," said Cinderella. Cinderella's father bought dresses and jewels for the stepsisters. On his return, he brushed against a twig of a tree. He brought it home for Cinderella. Cinderella went to her mother's grave and planted the twig. She wept so much that her tears watered the twig. Soon it grew into a large tree. Several years passed. Then came an announcement from the king. A ball would be held to find a wife for the prince. Every maiden in the land was invited. The stepsisters made Cinderella help them dress and comb their hair. Cinderella begged her stepmother to let her also attend. "No, you are covered in ash and has no nice clothes," she spat. Cinderella wept. The stepsisters laughed on their way out the door to the ball. Cinderella ran to her mother's grave. She sat down under the tree and cried out, "Shake and quiver, little tree, throw gold and silver down to me." The white bird appeared, throwing down a silver dress and golden slippers. When the bird warned, "Gold and silver, time will pass. By midnight, riches turn to ash." Cinderella dressed and ran to the beautiful ball. She was so clean and beautiful that even her stepsisters did not recognize her. At the ball, the prince danced with every maiden. When Cinderella appeared, he was taken with her beauty. "You will be my only dance partner from now on," he declared. When the clock struck midnight, Cinderella fled, for she knew the magic would end then. In her hurry, she lost one golden slipper. With slipper in hand, the prince searched for his dance partner all the next day. He had every maiden try it on. It fit no one. His final stop was Cinderella's house. The prince was beside himself. "Is there no other?" he cried. Just then he saw Cinderella sweeping the hearth. "Who is she?" he asked. "That's just the maid. Pay her no mind," replied the stepmother. Ignoring her, the prince insisted that Cinderella try on the slipper. It fit perfectly. When Cinderella stood up and looked into the prince's eyes, he knew she was his dance partner. "You are the one I seek," he declared. The prince and Cinderella married and lived happily ever after. And the stepsisters, they lived unhappy ever after, just as they deserved.